Hey, 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 everybody. Welcome to Making Connections. This is your girl, Allie. You guys know we're here every Saturday at 12 noon and every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm so excited to be with you guys today. Y'all know I've been traveling back and forth, so I'm in a different environment. I'm just like, how did I set everything up? But we are so excited. Y'all know I love to have this lady on the show with me. We have Lady Z. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. I'm blessed. Thank you for having me.
Yes, yes, yes. So we are going to definitely get into the conversation with her, but I definitely wanted to shout out DJ Bless. That's Mitch Patterson on Facebook. DJ Bless 704. I think he's got several handles, but as you know, he and his family were had a house fire, and they lost everything pretty much. And so there is a benefit for them today. You saw all the flyers going by. It is today from 1 to 5 in the Charlotte area. And say you can't get to the benefit, and but you want to be a blessing. The address is 427, no, 457 Wellington Ford Road in Charlotte. But in case you can't get there, but you still want to be a blessing because you know what that's like, and we're blessed to be a blessing to others. There is a bit.ly link there that will take you to the PayPal link for donations. But like I said, DJ Bless, Mitch Patterson is always in the neighborhood. If there's somebody having a community event and they ask him to come, if his schedule is open, he's there. So definitely, I ask everybody, even if you can contribute $5 or $10, let's be let's be a blessing, okay? So I just wanted to give that shout out before I forgot, because y'all know how I'm getting older and I forget things. So, Lady Z, how are you today?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm really excited about the uh, the new music video that I have out. So I'm really happy about that.
Yes, yes. How are things in California?
The weather's been nice. It's been nice. It definitely hasn't been snowing. We got a little bit of rain this week. We actually got some thunder and lightning. That was pretty surprising, but the weather's been pretty good. It's been
Well,
staying
good,
dry and warm.
good, good, good. So you said you got some new music out?
Yes, yes, I do.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about that and just tell us a little bit, so in case you guys don't know, she is the sophisticated violinist. I love that. I don't know who coined that phrase for you, but I love it. And she's also a businesswoman, SEO queen. Tell them a little bit about what all that stuff means.
Yeah, so I started playing violin when I was in elementary school, when I was in fourth grade, and now I play a five-string electric violin. I have a degree in music from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and I'm an independent artist. I do have a distribution deal, but everything is pretty much everything else is independent. So I'm really that I've been able to get an endorsement with Ned Steinberger Violins. Um,
Yeah.
they they've endorsed me for years now, and it's just really a blessing to have decided, many years after I got my music degree, that I wanted to make what I love, my passion, a more serious thing. So I'm excited about all the requests for collaboration I've been getting. And I'm also excited about how people have been receiving my music video for my song Elevate. So I'm
Yeah.
really happy about that.
That's awesome. So what's Elevate about? I mean, what made you come up with that title and all that? What's it about?
Well, Elevate is a song that I wanted to do kind of, it's like a tribute to my city of Long Beach. If you listen to the style, it's kind of like in the G Funk, the West Coast rapper style, like how the Snoop Dogs and the Ice
Mhm.
Cubes and all of that, because that's when I was growing up. So I wanted to do something that was a little bit like a throwback, but also kind of tribute to my city of Long Beach, California, where I grew up and now currently live, and also a song that could lift people's spirits. So that's what I wanted to do, and that's how Elevate came along.
Cool. Well, we hope to hear that a little bit later on in the show. But where can people find that music?
It's on all major platforms where digital music is distributed. You can get the song and see the video on Tidal. You can go on Vivo, YouTube, Apple Music, Amazon Music, everywhere. That's where you can either stream it or watch the music video or both. It's on Facebook as well. So yeah, everything's out there.
Hey, she's out there. If you say you can't find it, you ain't look for it, right?
Yeah, just search for Lady Z Elevate.
Awesome. What else you got in the works?
Well, I'm glad you asked that too, because I have a conference coming up July 29th, 30th, and 31st. My company, the SEO Queen, we're hosting a conference, and we're really excited that Courageous Women Magazine and also LA South Chamber are two of our confirmed sponsors. And we're definitely open to speakers and sponsors. If you go to seoqueen.com/conference, you can get more information.
Okay.
Yeah, general admission tickets are already on sale. The general admission tickets, the early bird pricing is $25 per day.
Okay. Awesome. And so, what's going to happen at this conference? What are you going to teach us about?
Well, my vision for this conference is a place where professionals can come, either those who are thinking about starting their business or those who are already in business. They can come and still get some value. And we're going to be talking about like your personal branding, business storytelling, search engine optimization, basically everything to get more clients. We're also going to have a panel, a fireside chat with Rev Bridge Feltis, who's going to be discussing how to develop an anti-racist consciousness. And I think now more than ever, it's important for business owners to be more culturally aware and not tone deaf in their marketing materials and collateral. Because we've been seeing a lot of, like, Oberlin College just put out, they wanted to do like a tribute to William Grant Still, and the flyer had nothing but white people on it and talking about Black art. And it was just highly offensive because, you know, there's so many Black artists out here classically trained who are doing it, and Oberlin alumni. So it's kind of confusing as to why they couldn't include us. So we're in a time, and that's another thing about my music video. It's also a tribute to Black Lives Matter, because I think people are fed up with being pushed to the side and being devalued and not being acknowledged for the brilliance that we have. And so now it's time for us to really, you know, speak up. And that's what my video is. You know, somebody called me up and they were like, oh, you shouldn't get so political. But, you know, my life is personal. Like when I graduated from MIT, I started working at a Fortune 500 company, and, you know, things were fine. But when I decided to take a different career path, a little bit less traditional, and go the marketing, I had recruiters offer me almost 50% less than what the positions were being advertised as. And here I have, with 3 degrees, 2 from MIT, and people want to offer me $60,000 and $40,000 salary a year, when my white male colleagues are getting 80, 90, 6 figures, and I have the certifications, and I'm a top LinkedIn SEO. So it's, you know, a lot of things just did not make sense. And that's one of the reasons why I started my own business. And as an artist, I definitely express how I feel about racism and inequality in my music. And that's what Elevate is about, because we definitely have to elevate our thinking as people.
Yeah.
And be more equity minded.
And that's true. You know, I say it on the show all the time, and I know people sometimes get tired of hearing, but really a lot of us were just conditioned to get a job, work on that job for 40, 50 years and try to retire, you know, with what we call a good retirement. But
exactly.
That was back in the day. But even then, we didn't really have a good retirement. You know, we had something to lean on. But like you said, if we compared ourselves to others, we didn't have anything. you know?
Right. And, as with a master's in public policy, I know how to read studies and look at the data. And, once I started really, delving deep into that over the last 5 years, and, I saw that a white male with a felony has the same net worth as a black man with a bachelor's degree. And this is the data. It's like, I feel like, as a Black community, we're so siloed and we don't talk about this. And so we have this our view of reality is definitely skewered. Yeah, there's some of us who, work at the McKinseys and the Booz Allen Hamiltons of the world. And, but that's not the norm. That's not the norm. It's not the norm.
How can we truly elevate the people's minds? I mean, I know that even with Black Lives Matter, a lot of times, we get angry, but how can we really elevate people's minds to be consistent and to know that they have rights and to know that they have a voice and, to really make change? And making change means like in the governmental structure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think, change first comes within. And I think, when I look over my career, my mindset and the things that I tolerated, it wasn't only until I expected and desired more and really understood my value. That's when things started to change. That's when, my business started to grow. That's when I was able to get, artist endorsement and get featured in Black Enterprise and, have all these accolades and, be on the cover of Courageous Woman magazine in December last year. So I think, we have to really expect more, just have that expectation of more. And, also having a learner's mindset, just knowing you don't know everything, but asking the right questions. I talk about this in my book that I'm still working on. It's like when I started asking the right questions, I started making more progress because it's, as a Black woman with my perspective being both an artist and, techie, I'm definitely like not typical person. And, I think, I've had a lot of challenges, no, I don't want that right now, Joshua. It's my son. I mean, I just, there's nothing like success on your own terms and really just being clear with yourself. Being self-aware about that.
Yeah, I think you mentioned something else that is really key too, because a lot of times we've been told, well, just be thankful you have a job. Just be thankful that, you're not on the streets. You know what I mean? So we just gotten that mentality, well, I just appreciate where I am. But at the same time, we still have the opportunity, we still have the ability to want for more.
Right.
But, we were just like, well, at least I got a job. But so many people not working. Okay, but are you on this job? Are you being paid your worth? Are you being treated with respect? Like you said, there's a lot of things we tolerated and put up with that we did not.
Right. Right. And there's a toll on your mental health. There's a toll to your physical health, working in an environment where you're tolerated and not celebrated. There is a toll financially last year, I didn't make this personally, but my company grossed more revenue than I'd ever been paid on salary anywhere. So now I'm getting through those lean years and now I'm positioning myself for, hopefully some hockey stick growth sooner rather than later.
Right.
And it's an amazing feeling because there is no ceiling on what I can do. I don't have to worry about being fired from my job. My clients, even right now, people are hopping on my schedule as I'm talking to you guys right here. wanted to speak to the SEO queen about how to market their websites and, you know, get more clients and revenue. So it's, to me, it's so liberating to, yeah, it was hard to go through these stages, but right now I'm so optimistic and so excited. I'm happy. I have truly elevated and I'm putting in the work. And I mean, there's nothing like putting in the work and seeing the true fruits of your labor. Like, I built this one company from nothing to $500,000 in recurring revenue a year. And I was on food stamps. My base was not even $2,000 a month. And they weren't paying me a commission on the full totality of everything I was bringing in. I was only getting paid a percentage of the very first payment. So every month I started at zero.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, when people treat you like that, when you really understand that nobody has your best interest like you, you definitely gonna get creative, roll up your sleeves, and figure out how to monetize your passion and live your life on your own terms. I mean, there's so many things out here. Like there's, I'm involved with UCES, and that helps people to repair their credit. And, you know, for those who may not be ready to, you know, get a S Corp and pay corporate tax, because that is no joke. Like, oh my goodness, I have a full-time bookkeeper. Like,
wow,
like real talk. And you know, it's I think network marketing taught me so many things. Like way back in the day, I was a Mary Kay consultant, and those lessons in business and sales, I still use those lessons today. You know, there's just so much value and so many ways to live a life where you don't have to be in an environment with, you know, microaggressions and not being paid your words. And I mean, there's just so many ways. And I'm just, I preach to anybody who will listen. Start your own business. If it's Avon, Mary Kay, UCES, holler at your girl, Credit Repair Fund. If you want to join my team, if you need some websites, I got those websites. I got that SEO. You know, just all those things. I think it's time for us to really rethink investing our time, talent, and treasure in companies that don't, number one, don't want to pay us.
Right.
Don't want to pay us what we're worth. And number two, make it a hostile environment. So I think it's really time to have that mindset shift.
And you know, it's so true, because it's like you can be working at a company for years and you know you're progressing and you're learning stuff and you're getting things done, but then they'll hire somebody new and pay them double what they're paid. And you're like, wait a minute, I thought we didn't have enough to you know, get promotions and get raises. Now how did you bring this person in double the salary? So trust me, people, it's happening behind the scenes. You may overlook it, but you know it's happening. And so it's time for us to look out for us.
Right. And yeah, I really think that if you want to get a check from a corporation, do it as a contractor. Get your women and minority business certifications. And then, I mean, there's so many government programs out there, because by law, you know, these funds have to be spent with Black-owned, women-owned, minority-owned companies. And that is an amazing way to grow your business. And that's, yeah. I don't know if your company's maintenance, if you do, you know, consulting. I mean, there's just so many things that the government needs.
Right.
So many things, so many programs. Take advantage of it.
Right. And, you know, that's another thing for why, sometimes I'll be like, I did not want to do the show today, but I'm like, no, I got to do the show because somebody's, if it's even me, is going to gain some information, from my
Right.
guest. And so definitely just like that, there's a lot of people who don't know that there are those grants and loans or whatever,
Yeah, I mean, there's grants, there's laws that say that certain even certain corporations, when they get certain contracts, they have to meet certain conditions with their subprimes. Their subprimes mean they're subcontractors on
Mhm.
certain things. So if you network, your network is your net worth. And just, networking, asking questions. I mean, even in the age of social distancing, there's so many things happening on Facebook. Like I've been making connections and just meeting a lot of people, and you just gotta have faith in yourself and walk it out. You got to walk out your faith, and faith without action is dead. So you got
Yeah.
to have faith in yourself and act on that.
And I want to keep telling people that too, because I think a lot of times it's just fear. You don't know, and you're thinking, Lord, I'm getting close to retirement, start a business, or I got a kid getting ready to go to school, start a business, leave my job. It is, it's a little uneasy. But if you network, if you get with the right people who've been that in the right mindset,
Right,
they
right.
can influence you and encourage you. They can help you along the way. I think a lot of times we still try to do it on our own. We still try to figure it out. And
Hmm.
that's good. But sometimes you got to reach out and ask for help. Sometimes you got to go to the person and you got to be willing to invest in yourself and in your business.
Yeah, and even if I mean, I tell business owners all the time who are interested in getting more visibility for their brands, products, and services. I have free resources on my website. I have free and inexpensive ones. So if you go to seoqueen.com, there's a free ebook, 101 ways to improve your marketing and sales. And if you're looking for support with your business, like your business plan and your financial statements, your marketing plan, you can always go to your local SBDC office, which are part of the Small Business Administration. Just go to sba.gov and you could get there's a whole treasure trove of resources. And even the LA Urban League, or just the Urban League, nationally in
Mhm.
your city, check out what the Urban League has going on. They have been, shout out to the Urban League because they have been super, super supportive of the SEO Queens. Shout out to Lisk. Shout out to Lowe's Home Improvement, because they have invested in the SEO Queen and our growth. And you just have to be plugged into these networks, because now more than ever there is a incentive for
Mhm.
Main Street to have more investment so it thrives, so we create these jobs. So big corporations, their shareholders are investors, and they're looking for a return on their investment. And the people who are making the hiring and firing decisions oftentimes don't look like us, and also have a different value system than us. And so that's why it's so important for us to invest in Main Street, because you can have a decent career, a decent living, running a small business.
Hmm. That's very cool. That's good information.
Hmm.
So I think a lot of times too, people feel like, oh my gosh, I'm just starting out. I don't even know what a financial plan or what I'm supposed to have. I ain't making no income. These people are not going to want to collaborate with me. Or I don't even know what I'm doing. What would you tell somebody like that?
There is nothing better than getting a turnkey business. If you cannot really wrap your mind around your own business, I become a network marketer. Network marketing for less than $500. Like if you don't, like you see, you have no inventory, you get websites, you get all these things, and all you have to do is expose people to it. And I think about 80 to 90% of Americans have less than perfect credit. So it's one of the things where you have access to, I mean, the market is huge.
Right.
Market is huge. And so doing something like that where you have a turnkey solution that doesn't cost a whole lot of money to get started, that's the way to go. That's the way to go. There's so many other network marketing opportunities out there too. If beauty is your thing, there's also lips, the glitter lipstick. I forget what they're called. There's Paparazzi. There's Mary Kay. There's Avon. There's so many things out there, and I don't knock it at all. I think it's something that everybody should try, because when you can sell that lipstick or that, Herbalife, whatever it is,
right,
that builds your confidence with each sale.
Right.
And then, as you're thinking, what can I do to really like bring a new brand to market? That'll give you, some training and some education. So, I mean, I still say, I learned so much selling Mary Kay.
Right. And that's what I was going to say with those businesses. I mean, at least learn what you can, that way you're kind of getting your feet wet. You don't necessarily have to leave your job just yet.
Right.
Do that on the side, do it in the evening, set your hours,
on the weekends.
Let your people know when you're available. And so just start doing that, and a little bit at a time, and start gaining your confidence, start gaining the knowledge and learning how to, if you're selling somebody else's product, then when you get your own, you're like, oh, well, I can do this.
Yeah, because I mean, network marketing, one, you're dealing with an established brand. So you don't have to worry about, creating that goodwill in the marketplace. Everybody knows what Mary Kay is. Everybody. Right. It's like one of the top 5 skincare brands in the world. The second part is you have a turnkey business model.
Right.
And then you're connected to a community using that mastermind factor. You're connected to a community of like-minded people so that you can learn and grow and just, expand your reach. So, I mean, for those who are struggling and not exactly know what to do, I think network marketing, no matter, what you choose, is a great way to start moving in the direction of being an entrepreneur.
Cool. And so I know we had talked about a little bit before too about websites. I mean, why is it important to have a website? I mean, what does it do for your business?
Well, a website is important because, one, it establishes your credibility. When you can have a brand and people are able to go online and find your company site. No, that's not how you spell it. But when people can find your brand online, that gives you credibility. When you are ranking for keywords that people are looking for, that gives you more visibility, that gives you more free website traffic. And, business is a numbers game. The more people that you expose to your brand, the higher the likelihood you're going to get that conversion. So, it typically takes people anywhere from 6 to 12 touches to even know that, number one, your brand exists. And then even more to know and trust you to the point where they're ready to write a check. So, it's really important to, move people down that buyer's journey as quickly as possible. And having a website is a great way to do that. Now, I know some people think, social media, I'm just going to post on Facebook and do that. But social media and Facebook, there's hundreds of social networks for different things. There's literally hundreds. Yeah. And then you have terrestrial radio, you have TV, you have billboards, you have infomercials, you have all these different channels that are expensive. But when you're online, the cost of customer acquisition is much lower. So that's the power of online. And I definitely would urge any new business to definitely attack, your online presence first, because it's definitely worth the investment of time and resources. Absolutely.
And even when you're talking about a brand, break that down for people. What does that mean? I mean, is that just your name? Does that mean you gotta have your logo? What is a brand?
To me, a brand is like, Nike is a brand, McDonald's is a brand. It's that thing, that product or service delivered in a specific or unique way. Like, Chips Ahoy cookies are different than Mrs. Fields cookies, which are different than Oreo cookies. We all love them, right?
Right,
But
right,
the value proposition is similar but different, right?
right.
Yeah, so you have to, when you think of, Cheerios versus cornflakes versus Rice Krispies, yeah, they're all cereal, but they all have their distinctive brand, their distinctive flavor. It's A brand is like, each person has a different personality. It's like your business personality. That's what it is. It's like, how do you bring what you bring to market? That's
Right.
what your brand is.
Okay, okay. And I was just thinking about, like, even with Oreos. Okay, they at Halloween they have the Halloween Oreos. At Christmas they started doing stuff. They can have different things inside the package, but when you see the package, you still know that's an Oreo cookie.
Right. Right. So, there's this consistency. There's this consistency. And, that's my desire for both my music as a brand and also my marketing company as a brand as well. There's definitely a consistency that is there and will continue to be there. And I'm just excited about, you know, my conference is coming up
Yeah,
because I think a lot of people are going to come away with a lot of insight into their personal brand and their company brands, their business brands. And I have experts coming to speak about social media. Calvin Martyr, who is also speaking at the Juneteenth conference for I think One United Bank, one of the biggest Black-owned banks in the country in June. He's speaking there, but he's also going to be speaking next month on my platform with my conference. So I'm excited about that because he built his Facebook group up from nothing to like 1.8 million people in less than a year. And he did that last year during a pandemic.
in less a year.
Yeah, I think he did it in like 8 months.
Shut up.
Hmm.
And he's gonna
Yeah,
be at your conference.
yeah, he's going to be presenting from the main stage, and those who buy a VIP ticket will can choose either him, me, or Annika Jackson, or Rachel Kennedy as their one-on-one consultation. So this is a unique conference. I'm putting it together really unique because I really want people to walk away with a lot of value. And if you have the VIP experience, I really want you to be able to have some actionable plans and be able to move the needle forward after the conference. How often do we go to an event and we're all hype and we're like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. So I'm building in that support. So you're gonna move forward. You're gonna make some progress coming to this conference.
Cool. Now, is it just in person or will it be virtual
It's
too?
all online. It's
Oh,
all
okay.
online.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all online.
Yes. Y'all better get y'all tickets. Early bird.
Yeah, because the price is all double after July 1st.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, early bird VIP is $1,000, and then you can pick which days you want to come. If you want to go 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, all the combinations, it's just $25 a day early bird, and those tickets are available for sale already on SEOqueen.com.
SEOqueen.com. Awesome. All right, all right. Well, Lady Z, stick with us. We're gonna take a quick break. I kind of was enjoying the way I was doing Black History. During the commercial we do a Black History moment, and so one of the things that I used to do was like awareness things that are different happening during the month, say like October breast cancer and things like that. And so this month, one of the things that we are aware of is brain injuries. And so we're going to take a quick break and we're going to show a video on brain injuries. And we will be right back with more info from Lady Z. Y'all stay with us.
Hey, it's Christabel Braden, founder of Hope After Head Injury, and today I thought we would talk about the struggle of having an invisible injury. If you have a brain injury, you may have heard people say to you, "You look fine, you look great, I can't even tell you have a brain injury." And though on the surface these words may appear like a compliment, they may appear harmless, underneath the surface, they are actually really painful and they discredit the experience of the brain injured person. And although a brain injured person may appear actually normal and may look totally like the same as somebody who isn't a brain injured person, the experience of a brain injured person is very different. For example, if a brain injured person is in school or at work, whenever they're there, it's a lot different because the attempt to understand something is really hard because it takes so much to just concentrate on whatever the person's saying, or to remember something is so difficult, or taking notes is so hard, and to be able to just try and listen and write at the same time. Or if you're going out to coffee with a friend, to decide what to order, the noise around is exhausting. To concentrate on what the person's saying to you and to be able to listen to the noise, or if you have a headache, it makes it even way worse. Or if you're at the grocery store, first of all, remembering your grocery list, whatever you have to buy. Second of all, the checkout process. Third of all, the noise simulation, everything, the store is like the worst thing ever. These things are normal things, but they're really hard for somebody with a brain injury. But if you encounter somebody with a brain injury at these things, you may say, "Oh, look at them. They look fine. They look normal. I can't even tell they have a brain injury." But the brain injured person is fighting to do these normal things. And so to say that they're normal, they look fine, is discrediting the brain injured person, is actually not even an attempt to understand what the brain injured person is going through, because what you don't see is the crashes after that. Or if a brain injured person goes to an event like a music concert or like something that takes a lot of stimulation, there are days of recovery after that, of just headaches and having to sleep and to get over that. And so it's not even an attempt to understand, oh, wow, this person has a brain injury. Maybe I should try and have some compassion on what they're going through, or seek to understand what is a brain injury, what are they going through. Although they may look normal, they may have something else going on. And so the reason I'm wearing green today is because March is Brain Injury Awareness Month. And so if this video has made you a little more aware of brain injury, please share it so that we can make a difference in the lives of people with brain injuries, and share awareness for brain injury this month. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I've encouraged you a little bit today about brain injury awareness.
Hey, you guys, we're back on Making Connections. Again, that video was bringing awareness to brain injury. And I was a little late this week on everything. So I had wanted to show some pictures of a friend of mine, a young lady that I grew up with. Her name is Wendy Lewis, and she suffered a traumatic brain injury. And she had gone to nursing school and everything. And I think she did some administrative things. But she suffered this injury, and she passed away about 4 years ago. Different things will happen. She might be mixing some chemicals to clean the house, and she might mix too much or something, fall down. She had a lot of things going on. We would try to send food and things like that, but we found out there were times when she was sitting in the house, she couldn't remember who she was or how to go somewhere. And so if you listen to that video, it said that even when they're in the grocery store, they're thinking and they're trying to remember, but there's so much going around that they have a hard time focusing. The fact that she said, when you tell them, "Oh, well, you look great, you don't look like you," but they are dealing with something. It's an invisible thing that you can't see, but they fight with it every day. So please, if you know of anybody who's had a brain injury, and I mean, it can come from stroke, it can come from different diseases, car accidents, a fall. Make sure you care for the people that have these injuries, diseases, whatever it is. Let's show some compassion. I think a lot of times people be like, why are you not answering me? Tell me what you and you don't realize the process that they're going to try to get you that answer. Show some love, show some patience, some compassion, because you really never know what people are dealing with. And so I'm going
Hmm.
to stop talking about that before I start crying. But also, that brings me to remind you today there's an event going on for Mitch Patterson, DJ Blessed, from 1 to 5 in the Charlotte area, 457 Wellingford Street in Charlotte. If you can't get there but you want to make a donation, check out this link. This link will take you to his PayPal. Um, let's let's bless. Let's remember that except for the grace of God, there go I. We never know what situation we're going to. And so we definitely want to be a blessing. Again, show compassion, all that good stuff. And then this last announcement, you guys know that Unity Zoom Yoga, I support them. Taylor Riley Boxing, baby, if you want to continue to keep yourself strong in this pandemic, and I know things are opening up somewhat, the days are getting a little bit longer, a little bit warmer. Check out Unity Zoom Yoga and Taylor Riley Boxing. They had a gratitude challenge a couple months ago. And like I said, I've been back and forth hearing my moms and everything. And so I just picked up my shirt. And so this is the shirt that I won for my gratitude challenge. So every day we had to post a gratitude, something we were grateful for. And so this is the shirt that I won, and I'm so excited. Even though Taylor Raleigh tried to keep it, but he couldn't have it. It's mine. So, Lady Z, thank you for allowing me to make all these announcements because, we just got to let people know there's a lot of stuff going on in people's lives.
Hmm.
There's a lot of things happening. And, even when I think about this pandemic, I'm like, what if we have been more business minded? What if we have been, really out there showing ourselves, showing our products, showing our talent, showing our, where would we
Hmm.
be struggling as much as we are now? Will we be so stressed about our bills and if we're going to be evicted and things like that? It's time for us to get out of that mindset. It's time for us to go forth. It's time for us truly to elevate. And so I'm just real passionate because we don't know what's coming next. So where are we going to be 4 years from now when the next thing pops off?
Hmm.
We got to be doing something different, right?
Right, right, right.
I just took me on a little level, a passionate level there.
But I mean, you're telling the truth. It's so true. Everything you said was on point. People needed to be encouraged and to hear it. I think if I could have heard someone like me in 2012, um, my life would have took a very different turn.
Right.
Hmm.
Exactly.
And nothing really prepared me for many of the obstacles that I have dealt with. And what doesn't kill you truly does make you stronger. And I can definitely say that's been my testimony. And I'm just grateful for all the lessons I've learned, because it's really put me in a position to be able to do what I do. And
Mhm.
I love helping the business owners that I work with, and just all the things. I mean, I just truly enjoy it.
And that's
Hmm.
what we need to do. Enjoy our life. Enjoy the things that we're doing. We don't need to get up every day, hitting snooze 15 times because we don't want to go to our next allotted spot for the next 8 hours. We want to be able to jump up and be like, ooh, I got a meeting with so and so today. We're going to work on this and we're going to get it done. I got a collaboration with this person and we're going to be talking about what we got going. That's the
Exactly,
feel. That's the
exactly.
feel we should have, right?
Yeah, I can't even tell you the last time I struggled to get out the well, yeah, I was tired, but it wasn't I didn't struggle to get out the bed because I dreaded
Right.
doing I can't even say it's been so long.
Girl, I'm following your lead. I'm getting there. So, Lady Z, we do have your video. Do you want to introduce it before we?
Yes, yes. So I can't wait for you guys to see
I love
this.
this.
Woo! I cannot wait. This video was 100% shot in Long Beach, California. And I executive produced this. I did have a director and videographer and a makeup artist. And that was pretty much it. Oh, and my boyfriend, I have to shout out my boyfriend because he's in the video, but he also helped that day, like put us all in a van and drove us around to all the different locations so we could maximize our time.
Yes.
And I'm just really grateful for all the love and support and everybody who put into this video. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed making it. So this is Lady Z Elevate.
Elevate. All right. I love that. I was like, okay, Allie, it's gonna stop in a minute. You don't want them to see you doing your moves back there. I love that. I
Thank you,
love
thank
it.
you, thank you,
Congratulations.
thank you.
And I am just committed to, we have Black History Month, but Black History is every day. So I want to shout you out for being a Black woman, doing great things, having a business, having a music career, dropping videos like that. That was hot.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was definitely fun. I have some other musical concepts up my sleeve, so
Ah.
I've been talking to my team about our next visual. So
Mhm.
stay
Okay,
tuned for that.
okay.
Mhm.
Well, I need one of those Lady Z masks, and whenever you get ready to do your next video, just give me a call.
Okay, okay. Text me your address. I'll pop one in the mail to you.
No, but seriously, I really enjoyed that, and I love it. The quality was good. Sometimes you'd be like, okay, what we're gonna see, but I already knew coming from you, it was gonna be excellent. And so I love the energy. I love the message. So I hope everybody hears it and keep sharing it. Where
Mhm.
can they can follow you and subscribe to your channel?
Yeah, you can go to Lady Z on Instagram, Facebook, ladyz.com, on Twitter. I'm there. You can do a search for Lady Z Elevate and it'll pop right up on Facebook, on YouTube, Title. It's everywhere music videos are shown and electronic music is distributed. I'm on all networks channels,
That,
Amazon Music, you name it.
that's what's up. So everywhere you can go and like and subscribe so you can stay abreast of what's going on, do it. Because you already heard her say right here on Making Connections, she got some ideas that's coming down the pike.
Yeah, I have so many ideas, but it's it's just a labor of love. The next thing that's gonna happen that's big is my conference. So you can
Mhm.
always go to seoqueen.com and get more information about that. But I will be sharing the information on my Instagram and website and stuff like that. So
Yes,
yeah.
definitely hit it now. Early bird cost. Go see what you want to do, even if you want the VIP. And I'm trying to tell people, okay, what if you might not be able to afford it today, but you go on there, you figure out how much it costs, and you start putting that money aside because this is where you need to be. You need to be at that conference. You need to get some of that wisdom that's going to be coming forth. So definitely make sure you're in the room because if you're not in the room, you can't get the information, right?
Right, right. So it's gonna be a really, really good event. So I'm excited.
I am excited. And that's one thing about social media. Use it to learn things, use it to connect with people. I mean, don't be scared now. Everybody's doing it. Just ask them. If they don't want to connect, that's their problem. Keep going.
Right,
Find
right,
somebody
right.
else who will. Because there are some
Mhm.
SEO queens out there that would love to show you the way, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, before we go, we have one more small break. And then, Ladies Z, when we come back, I just want you to leave everybody with whether it's a last word of encouragement, whether it's a last piece of advice, whatever you feel laid on your heart to share with our audience today, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll be right
Thank
back.
you for being such a wonderful listening audience, whether you were listening live or on the replay. And don't forget to like our Facebook page, Making Connections with Allie and Shay, so that you can get notified every time we go live. Do you have a burning message to share with the audience? Contact Alicia Johnson at info@aliciajohnson.com. That's info@ALYSSIAJOHNSON.com with your topic idea and your message to be booked on the show. And if you're an inspirational speaker or a motivator or simply seeking a platform to share your message, contact Miss Alicia Johnson at info@aliciajohnson.com. That's info@ALYSSIAJOHNSON to be considered for 30 to 60 minutes of weekly airtime right here on the Making Connections Network. Again, contact Alicia Johnson at info@aliciajohnson.com. That's info@ALYSSIAJOHNSON.com to be considered for 30 to 60 minutes of weekly airtime, your own radio show right here on the Making Connections Network.
Hey, everybody. You are back at Making Connections. This is your girl, Allie. We're here every Saturday at 12 noon, every Monday at 2 p.m. And just like we just said, the commercial, hey, this is my show, but guess what? I also have a platform. I also want to be able to share a space where other people can come and share their stories, who can come and share their skills with the world. Reach out to me. Let me know. I mean, we have guest experts on Mondays where, they're not really ready to do a weekly show every week, but they come on, once a month and they do their thing. One is about health and wellness. One is pure wisdom and divine wisdom. One is just inspirational encouragement. Whatever it is, let's talk about it because we can make it happen, right? So we have been talking with Lady Z, the sophisticated violinist, the SEO queen, the MIT graduate doing her thing. And so we just saw her video, Elevate. Definitely go find that, download it, definitely share this video with other people so they can know who she is and what she's doing. Lady Z, before we go, thank you again. I do appreciate you sharing my platform. I appreciate you, because, everybody ain't willing to come on. And I'll be like, okay. But you never, you're not like that. You're very personable and you like to come on to share your story and to let people know what you're doing. So before we go, again, you can remind people about your website and the dates for your conference and just give them a last word of encouragement or whatever's laid on your heart.
Yes, so my name is Lady Z, and you can visit my website at either ladyz.com or seoqueen.com. And I want to share a quote with you because this month is Women's History Month. And before I share the quote, I also want to remind you that I'm doing a conference July 29th, 30th, and 31st, all online. You can go to seoqueen.com/conference to get more details about that. And so the quote and the thought that I want to leave with you is, I am where I am because of the bridges that I crossed. Sojourner Truth was a bridge. Harriet Tubman was a bridge. Ida B. Wells was a bridge. Madam C.J. Walker was a bridge. Fannie Lou Hamer was a bridge. And this is a quote from Oprah Winfrey. Wow. And, that's just such a powerful quote this Women's History Month to acknowledge our ancestors who fought so hard against incredible odds. And just be grateful that you're here and be grateful that you have another chance to do bigger and better things, and be grateful for the legacy that you come from.
That's it. We can't
be proud. Hold your head high.
We cannot forget. And guess what? Now Lady Z is a bridge. Allie Virtuous, we're bridges. We're making a path for somebody else. You doing it, girl. And so again, I applaud you. Thank you so much. And you guys, hey, until next time, we always leave you with love, positivity, and good vibes. And we're going out today on Lady Z's video, Elevate. Lady Z, thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.